Order accepted. Thank you. I will friendly support you.
Sensing any BTs nearby. Let's move quickly and grab the cargo. Sam, did you hear that? Sounded like a creature of some sort.
Central Standby. Focusing.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Whoa, you got it back for me. You really went out and recovered every last container. Right, give me just a moment to check the damage. This delivery is in great condition. I'm genuinely surprised. Thank you so much, really. All right, use your Cupid to put me on the network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So you've hooked me up. Cheers for that. The network should help me continue my pursuit of the Lord. Yeah, him. I wager you've heard him sing out by the Tar Lake, haven't you? Private fella, rarely shows his face, but when he does appear again, it'll be a bloody catastrophe. On a scale of what happened to Lakeside Fort Knott. Catch my drift? But it's my hope that the cargo you've hauled over here will prevent anything like that. So, thanks again, Sam. Oh, and the data I shared with you is for a remote detonation grenade launcher. Humans, mechs, BTs, it's good against them all. Something tells me you're gonna need it real soon. After firing a grenade, you can use a switch on the launcher to detonate the shell manually. Timing is everything when you're in the middle of a fight, but you can also use this function to set up traps in advance from a safe distance. Comes in quite handy for me when I need to drive off nosy chiral creatures. You should experiment with it. The Lord of the Tar Lake, a monstrous fish, legendary round these parts. I went out with some mates of mine to try and finally catch the bastard, which is how we learned we weren't dealing with a fish at all. It's a giant BT. In fact, it used to be a pair of giant BTs, and one of them was responsible for the void out that reduced Lakeside Fort Knott to a smoking crater. Our ship went down in the chaos. My mates went down with it. I was the only survivor. Couldn't tell you how I got away from the wreck. Don't remember a thing. I woke up in the company of those twins. They're the ones who saved my life. But don't think that's the end of the story. I can still hear the Lord singing, the other BT. It's still out there. And we've got to do whatever it takes to kill it. The cargo you brought me from our ship is just the thing we need to track it down. I'll be conducting a detailed investigation. And when I've got a lead on its whereabouts, I hope I can count on your help. Cheers for the help. Really. The Lord of the Tar Lake is a threat we can't afford to ignore. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So I will need your assistance in the future. It's not the kind of enemy I can take on alone. I'll update you when I know more. Until then, stay safe and stay in touch, mate.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Thanks for the help, as always. Just need to bring up the order details. How in the hell did you accomplish this? That's superhuman strength. I've been making progress in my work thanks to you. Let me give you a little something in return. You need more materials, am I right? And let's increase your allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's a cargo cover designed for use with a backpack like yours. You can use it to protect your deliveries from the degradation caused by timefall. And if you happen to take a bit of a tumble, it'll prevent your cargo from falling out of your backpack as well. Of course, there's a limit to how much cargo you can shield with it. And important pieces take priority, obviously. No doubt you'll have plenty of those, so be sure to use the cover to protect them. And just so you know, I'm making progress in my investigation into the Lord of the Tar Lake. I've finally been able to access the observational records from that cargo you went out and recovered for me. It seems the Lord doesn't usually emerge from the depths for one and all to see. I'll review the historical data on hand and try to determine what, if anything, might prompt him to reveal himself. Thanks again for your help, and be safe.
Order completed. Well done.
Glad to have you back. You doing all right with the orders? Good for you, getting this cargo here. I have something you'll love. A gift I was able to prepare all because of you. You need more materials, am I right? And let's increase your allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's a lightweight remote detonation grenade launcher. Can be stored as an S-sized piece of cargo if needed, which means you can clip it to your shoulders or hips in a pinch. So even if you ditch your pack, you can easily carry the launcher. Makes it all the more appealing, as I'm sure you'll agree. You've done so much to help support my hunt for the Lord. I know now that it's a giant BT. There are reports of these giant BTs appearing when a catcher or hunter's got its mitts on a human, or when a high-level doom sufferer leverages their powers to summon one. But none of that tallies with the Lord's recorded sightings. There has to be some other factor that causes it to appear. And my next objective is to identify what that factor is. I hope I can continue to count on your help. You take care now.
Order completed. Well done.
Thanks for the help, as always. Just need to bring up the order details. I've been waiting forever for this cargo to show. This seem useful to you? Hope so, because it's yours. Got enough materials on hand? I'll raise your allocation again, no worries.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's an even sturdier version of the backpack cover I gave you before. Given your long runs, I reckon your cargo needs all the extra protection it can get. Now, I'm pleased to say I'm closer than ever to tracking down the Lord of the Tar Lake. Based on the observational records, I think I've finally determined what the missing piece was. there's evidence suggesting that another entity was active in the vicinity just before the Lord appeared. I'm not 100%, but I suspect it was probably some type of large BT. It apparently had tentacles emerging from its head and fin-like appendages as well. Personally, though, I've never seen any large BT specimen even remotely like that. So I'll be focusing my search on identifying just what it was. We've still got plenty of work to do. Keep an eye out for my orders. And drop by when you can.
Order completed. Well done.
The man I've been waiting for. Did you see my post on the SSS? I think I've finally found a surefire way to lure out the Lord of the Tar Lake. The end of my long crusade is in sight. Won't be able to step away till it's done. So if you come knocking, I might not be in a position to answer. Apologies if so. The reckoning is fast approaching, but I'm afraid I still don't have what it takes to kill the Lord myself. For that, I'll need to enlist your help. So, please pick up the sub-order I've filed on my delivery terminal. Hey, Sam. It's the fisherman. I appreciate you taking on this order of mine. Without further ado, I'll lay it all out for you in detail. The Lord of the Tar Lake seems to have a habit of preying on a particular type of large BT. So, to bait the proverbial hook, we'll need to serve the bastard up its favorite food. The BT I posted about on the SSS is located here. You should find it inside the weapons factory. Now, the first order of business will be to defeat this bugger by shoving an EX capture grenade right down its gullet. Do that, and you'll be able to harvest the BT crystal from its corpse. As for Phase 2, you'll want to head to this point on the Tar Lake. Then, use the BT crystal to summon your old mate from the weapons factory to use as bait. If our plan works, the Lord will come running to grab its next meal. Then it's up to you to kill it, once and for all. This is one hell of a powerful foe, but I have faith you've got what it takes. Well, that's that. So settle on a route and get your kit in order before heading out.
All right. Our first order of business is to obtain a BT crystal from a suitable large BT. So, let's make our way to the weapons factory. This is the place where the large catcher we're looking for was spotted. It's a little risky, but you could let yourself get caught by a gator and make the big boy come out hiding. There we have it. I believe that's the catcher we're looking for. Once you've sufficiently weakened it, go ahead and throw an EX capture grenade into its mouth. Sam, now! This is your chance to turn that monster into a BT crystal you can use later. Take one of your EX capture grenades and toss it down its throat. Excellent. We have the BT crystal that we came for. Now, let's head to the tar lake and use it to lure out our elusive prize. place. Keep your eyes peeled. Sam, it's coming. Is that the Lord of the Tar Lake? It's even bigger than I expected. actions, you've beaten the Lord of the Tar Lake. You are truly a force to be reckoned with. Anyway, we should report back to the fishermen.
Keep words away from my mouth. Nothing I say now will. All I have to lose is standing in my way.
Well, Sam, is the bastard dead? Shit, I gotta see your combat log. A brilliant showing. Can't believe you had that in you. Against the Lord, no less. Sam, you've saved countless lives through your efforts, mine included. Take this as a token of my thanks. I insist. Got enough materials on hand? I'll raise your allocation again, no worries.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Lord Saul won't be haunting me anymore. Felt like I was drowning out the voices of my mates. But now, I can hear them clearly, saying that they'll be able to rest easy now. You gave them peace, Sam. I can never thank you enough. Keep at it. I'm rooting for you.
Order completed. Well done.